this sail away mixed up. I wasn't even trying to look for that version. I was actually trying to look for the original one, which aggravates me about YouTube. YouTube is great and annoying at the same time. You're looking for something and all of this random crap just keeps popping up. I was at the store today and I'm going to try to bake this. Cocoa Puffs. I'm just going to try to bake it because I'm a culinary master. At least that's what I thought I was. So I'm going to try. But the reason why I'm talking to you guys right now, a character might have, is because of something that happened at the store. Like, I'm sitting there, and it happens to be a brother working there. One brother out of like, I've never seen nothing quite like it. It's kind of like an eclipse. It's just, wow. I was happy, you know. So, we're talking or whatever. I'm ordering, and I was here first. 15-30 seconds into my order, it happened. A TS came. Not transsexual, a Temecula socialite. You always know when a Temecula socialite's coming around. I mean, everything, when it comes around, everything around it in a 5-yard circumference just dies. If it's fresh, it's rotten. If there's flowers, they're dead. If there's roses, the petals all fall into the ground. It's wilted. It's a natural disaster every 15 minutes around. It's just a disaster. This Chuck Palumbo looking, road-turned, leprechaun-looking lady comes around with her nose up in the air and her bosom's dragging to the floor with a Duke sweater on. This chick has never willingly left past wine country. She's never been in no North Carolina. Her freaking Duke sweater was all faded. It looked like ook, but I could tell it was Duke. And like, I was asking a question. I was asking a question about the, the food. No, not about the chicken, but I was going to ask that next. I was asking a question about the potato wedges, which was right next to the chicken. And this lady whispered something to her 6'3" WWF tag team misconstrued teenage 6'3" looking daughter. Did I say 6'3" twice? Then she's freaking 12'6". Big, huge, big, stinking, steaming Goliath of a daughter. And like, they were saying something, and I could tell they were laughing. Probably, I don't know what they're laughing at. The fact that there were two minorities in a grocery store, and none of us were talking about hip-hop rappers. She whispered to her daughter, I swear I heard this. They're talking like they're back on the block. Back on the block? Back on the block? Lady, what does that even mean? I'm surprised you didn't say back on the ranch. Of course, that wouldn't make any sense though, since we're brothers, right? She said, talking like we're back on the block. I looked at that lady, and I kept it together. I tried. I tried to keep it together. But I could tell by the neck rolls around her chinny chin that this chick was one cardiac arrest away from pussing up daisies. So I spared it. As Bernie Mac would say, I spared her, America. I did. But back on the block with your little gargantuan freaking darter, she'd probably be playing middle linebacker for the Ravens. I don't know what's going on around here in Temecula. What is going on? How come you guys are so stratified? So, like, you guys are some ballers up here. Let's take a second to analyze Temecula. 15 north, your first exit is what, Rainbow? Surrounded by mountains, no beaches around, cheap land value, took it from the Indians, or the Indians gave it to you, however you guys want to say it. And then you guys are ballers with the big houses and the wine country and the attitudes. And this lady, man, like we're back on the block. Like, I just can't believe she said that. I'm appalled. I am. I just wanted to ask about the potato wedges and make some Cocoa Puff muffins. Alright? I wasn't rapping. I wasn't breakdancing. You know what I mean? I wasn't spitting game or ball. I wasn't doing any of that. But I guess for some people, that's just how it is. My only concern is what she's passing off to her freakishly huge offspring. Like, lady, you're 46 or 50. You're 50 years old. You've been on this planet for 50 years. Haven't you realized it's 2013? It's not 1960. Okay? It's not the 50s. In which case, the 50s, a lot of people don't know this. Your freaking linear ass probably don't know it. But the 50s weren't exactly a great time for women either. So your self-deluded, false sense of security, your attitude thinking that you're better than everyone else, and the fact that you can't stand another color only than your own, if colors even matter, but it has to be. I don't even know why it wouldn't be. It's something that you should probably get looked at. You need professional help. You should tune into my show. Lady, I'll help you. She's probably watching right now. She's probably on the computer right now, searching her history, seeing what her husband's doing right now. Her husband, Archibald, by the way, some account management type of guy, is probably with the secretary right now because you are a walking residual draining force of death. Anyone around you just gets sucked away. You bring storm clouds and dismay everywhere you go. You should probably fix that. You should probably get on the treadmill. You should probably put that chicken down. Guys, she's over here talking about, I asked for spicy, not hot. What? Can somebody out there tell me what the difference is between spicy and hot? Zesty's one thing, but she didn't say zesty. They're paying this trick by the syllable. She didn't say that. She said, I said spicy, not hot. I'm looking at her. I'm like, lady, you're 2 chicken wings away from the oxygen being clotted from your heart, aka heart attack. Not stroke, that's oxygen being blocked away from your brain. Like, I could tell that this chick was an extra American. I'm talking about type 2 personality with type 6 diabetes. That's probably why she's angry. And if that's the case, ask for a hug. I would have given you a hug to make you feel better. How does it feel to know that all your possessions, everything you think you own, is completely worthless when those around you do not like being near you? Like your daughter. She's suffering from the Fiona complex. When she's around your gargantuan, big, mean, ugly self, your daughter looks like who's who. 6'6", 468 pounds of walking carnage. As soon as your Palumbo looking butt disappears, she's freaking Cameron Diaz at 26. When you come around, she's E Honda from Street Fighter. So I suggest you change your disposition. And don't ever, ever let me hear you say back on the block. Because as far as I'm concerned right now, that's where your husband is. He's on the block with some chick from Redbook or something like that. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and listen to Enya, because she calms me down.